Ask everyone to rise. Please remain standing for our national anthem.
Uniform personnel, and up! Green Day, ho!
Please remain standing for invocation by a department chaplain, Reverend Susan Sahaki Brown, and I ask that you all keep in your prayers Boston Fire Lieutenant Robert Kildoff, who was Vice President of Local 718. He was instrumental in drafting the cancer bill back in the early 1990s, and unfortunately, cancer did take his life. He was buried today. Reverend Brown.
We have gathered together this evening for a very special time to honor and recognize the meanings and purposes beyond our limited selves And I call upon God, which is most holy and divine, to be with us and among us this evening as we gather to honor, to recognize, and to remember the call that each answers to duty, to community, and to each other. Once upon a time, my grandfather, a very wise man, told me to do what would make my heart the most full, that which would bring the most good to a world that needed compassion and care, and to do this as an attempt to do God's work. I have no doubt that each and every one of you who are in the fire service is answering that similar call. Some call you heroes, and you are that. But more, you are the ones who respond when and how you can by being side by side with others and by answering God's call to serve, and I call upon God to be with us now. I know that each and every one of the family members and friends here prays for your safety, your health, your well-being, so that you can do your duty. And may you, friends and family, know that you are held in prayers and extended blessings tonight, too. And I pray for you each and every time the trucks roll by the church and each and every time I hear that request. May God bless us all. I invoke the blessings on all of us. I recognize the service and honor which we are here tonight to acknowledge, and I ask especially for God's blessing on all those serving in harm's way, and our two that are in the military. May they arrive home safe and sound. God bless us all.
Honor guards, post the colors. You all may be seated, please. Good evening and welcome. As Chief of the Leominster Fire Department, I'd like to introduce our invited guest, our State Representative, Jennifer Flanagan, Mayor Dean Mazzarella, Council President and Ward 5 City Councilor Richard Marchand, City Council Vice President and Councilor at Large James Lanciani, Councilor at Large Dennis Rosa, Councilor at Large Virginia Tossi, and Ward 4 Councilor Robert Savatelli, and our Human Resource Director for the City of Leominster, Sandra Leach. I know you took time out from your schedules, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the 5th Annual Leominster Firefighters Award Night. Each year we hold this ceremony to recognize the valor, the heroism, and the achievement at the department level. These awards acknowledge the stability and experience which benefit the organization and the community as a whole. Tonight, as I look at the list of firefighters that we will honor this evening, one word comes to mind is commitment. Tonight we honor a retiree that had committed 29 years of service to the City of Leominster. We have a group of firefighters that have spent many off-duty hours training with firefighters from Fitchburg, Sterling, and Lunenburg in order to establish a regional dive team. They've been activated for search and recovery several times already. We're very proud of them. There are 2 firefighters who will be recognized tonight for their long hours of studying for promotional exams which they've passed. To these men, I say well done. We also have 2 firefighters that not only have committed themselves to the citizens of the city as firefighters, but to the citizens of our country while they serve in the military. One of these firefighters is currently recovering from injuries he received while serving as an infantryman in Iraq. Another firefighter will be recognized for being chosen by his peers as the Rotary Firefighter of the Year last year. The sense of commitment remains strong within our fire department. Your firefighters have demonstrated this to their fellow firefighters and to the city alike. Tonight's group of firefighters will usher in the next generation. As we recognize 18 men for more than 435 years of service, it tells us that as a generation begins to leave, there will be change. These veteran firefighters will pass on to the next generation of firefighters the same commitment that was shown to them by firefighters before them. Each time this is done, we acknowledge all of our firefighters, past and present, as well as our future firefighters. Tonight is just not a way of recognizing them for what they have given to us, but it's also a night that we thank the families. Without the sacrifices of the families, this commitment would not be possible. I have been fortunate to have worked as a partner with these men on rescue calls. I've stood before them as we've battled fires together. As a deputy chief, I had a chance to work with them and witness firsthand how they operate. And now, as chief, I stand here proud to be part of such an amazing group of firefighters. This is a time where I can publicly say thank you for all that you've done and will do. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of our city, Dean J. Mazzarella.
Good evening, everyone, and I think the chief summed it up. We're very proud of everyone. It is amazing, though, how time goes by so quickly. And when I look at the list of names here for 35 years of service or 30 years of service, you have to admit, time does go quickly. And while each of us has certain memories, we certainly are thrilled here to be here tonight to help celebrate this with you. As they were organizing this event, see some of the activity going on in here in the hall today. It's an exciting day and night for us, and again, we're very proud of you for your service and your dedication, and I know the kids back there they get so excited over these sorts of things. For us, it may be just another day or maybe a little bit of recognition, but for them, they're so proud of you, and your families are very proud of you. So enjoy the night and celebrate it, and we share that pride with you this evening. As I said, it's a very busy year this year. We had some retirements, we had some promotions, and exciting way to sort of wrap up the last year that we've had here since we've been here to celebrate our last recognition event. So thank you all, and thank you for making me part of this event.
Thank you, Mayor. We'd now like to recognize the retiree from the year 2007. I don't believe he's here tonight, but Deputy Chief Robert Halloran spent 29 years as a firefighter, a lieutenant, and a deputy, and he's missed every day. Bob and I were lucky enough to fight the War of Cape Cod together. We were stationed at Cape Cod with the National Guard. He was in both of my weddings. Yeah. And there isn't a day that I don't miss him. At this time, I'd like to recognize the Massachusetts Fire Academy recent graduates, firefighter Brian LeBlanc and Eric Falk, if you'd stand. And I believe Paul Doig is not here. He attended the funeral of Lieutenant Kildoff. He was our firefighter, Rotary Firefighter of the Year last year, Mr. Paul Doig. And now I'd like to welcome and recognize the following for their military service that they've been activated. We have firefighter Armin Keitel, who is now in West Point. He has surgery tomorrow morning on a knee that was injured while serving in Iraq. And we're lucky enough to have firefighter Shane Newton, who is Massachusetts Air National Guard right now serving in Iraq, but he's represented tonight by his wife, First Lieutenant of Mary Newton, and his new daughter. If you stand up, Mary. And we have the little one with us too, correct? 2 days before Shane was sent to Iraq, Mary gave birth to a little girl, Madeline, and she's here with us tonight instead of her dad, but if you show her off. She's beautiful. Thank you, Mayor. This time I call upon the Mayor and Human Resource Director, Sandy Leach, to step forward as we recognize the promotions for the year 2007. First one up is made the rank of Deputy Chief, Daniel Kerouac.
Congratulations. Honored that I'm able to present you with this and also to appoint you. Congratulations.
This next young man is my right-hand man as far as computers go. There isn't a day that I call him and say, Lee, something's not working. But I'm very proud to promote him to the rank of Lieutenant, Lee Barron. The next ones are our Massachusetts Career Firefighter Awards, Service Awards. These are given for 35, 30, 25, and 20 years of service. And it's great pleasure that I recognize 2 with 35 years of service. The first one, Lieutenant Charles LeBlanc.
Congratulations.
Check that. Always, buddy. Firefighter John Pompey. John, Chuck, and I came on about the same time. We've got stories.
Was he at your 2 weddings, too?
Yeah. 30 years of service. Firefighter Richard Boudreau couldn't be here tonight, but we'll make sure that he gets his award. 25 years of service, Lieutenant Edward Byrne. Buddy,
Congratulations.
congratulations. Firefighter Daniel Bouchard.
Congratulations. Good job.
Daniel. Chief. It's a pleasure, buddy. Firefighter Roger Lapointe. Buddy, congratulations. Firefighter Mark Matley. Now for the 20-year service pins, Deputy Chief Gary Rayno.
Deputy, congratulations.
Congratulations. Lieutenant Jeffrey Davis. Lieutenant John Gendron.
Congratulations.
Firefighter Mark Burnett. We're all on it. Don't worry about it. Firefighter William Beazall.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, Bill. Firefighter Craig Long. And finally, for 20-year pin, firefighter Steve Oggett. As stated earlier, we have the new regional dive team, which we're very proud of, and at this time I'd like to award some dive team badges. I'm going to ask that the dive team come up in mass. Firefighter Mark Matley, Lieutenant Scott Cordio, Firefighter Beazall, Firefighter Marino, Firefighter Kim Brown, Firefighter Pouliot, and Firefighter Vayat.
Put your right foot in.
Just pick a name. Just pick a name.
Nobody will know.
Nobody will know.
My name.
We will be awarding 5 dive pins, which are gold, and 2 shore responder pins, which are silver. And as I say, it's first time, and it's a way of recognizing these gentlemen.
No. It's okay.
Someday you guys might get to see it. Not a very good sister. Kim Brown. Kim Brown. Special.
Yeah, he's special.
He's got out there.
He's special. That's right.
Would you all please rise? Honor guard post. At this time, I'll call upon Reverend Susan to give it the benediction.
I close with an Irish blessing. May there always be work for your hands to do. May your purse always hold a coin or two. May the sun always shine on your window pane. May a rainbow be certain to follow each rain. May the hand of a friend always be near you. May God fill your heart with gladness to cheer you. And may God hold you, each and every one of you, in the palm of his hand. Amen.
Pipe Major, Amazing Grace. Please remain standing for the procession, after which there will be a photo opportunity, refreshments by Leominster Emergency Management, and we thank you all for coming. I'd also like to thank LATV for their live expert coverage this evening, and Firefighter Kim Brown and Firefighter Marcel Cormier, who really do put this together for us, and we appreciate it. Thank you.